Good morning, everybody. So today I'll be making some pãozinhos leite. It's kind of similar to dinner rolls, so I hope you enjoy it. So we're gonna start with this little sauce before anything else because we have to let it cool down a little. And this is 4 tablespoons of bread flour, 4 tablespoons of water, and 8 tablespoons of milk, whole milk. And then you are going to let that boil a little and come together like a little paste. I'll show you how it looks at the end. So this is what will look when it's about to be done. Really thick. So it's ready to turn off and let it rest. Let it get cooled down a little bit to almost room temperature. So that will take a little while. Okay, so we're getting ready for the dough. And the ingredients are 640 grams of flour, bread flour, or 5 cups. We have 240 grams of whole milk, or a cup. We have 2 eggs, 18 grams of yeast, or 2 tablespoons. And then we have our milk, which should be softened, and is 112 grams, or a half a cup. And then we have the sugar, which is 115 grams of sugar, or about half a cup. So the warm should be warmed. All the ingredients should be room temperature. And now we're going to put the yeast in the milk. We're going to give that a quick mix and let that sit for about 10 minutes till it's bubbly. Meanwhile, we can put the sugar in the flour, and we'll put that in a mixer with a dough attachment. Oh, yeah. So I have the flour in there, and this everything over here, the eggs, the little sauce, and the yeast with milk. And I'm gonna combine all that in the mixer. So you mix all that and let it come together. Don't put the butter yet. You'll put the butter when the flour is all incorporated. So just wait a little bit. So you can see the flour is all incorporated. So I'm gonna start putting the butter in. I'm going to do this with one hand. So the butter is in. We're gonna let that mix for about 5 minutes. Maybe the first minute on low, and then turn it up to medium and let it go for 5 minutes. Lightly flour your work surface and dump your dough on top of it. So with the dough, you're gonna create some tension. So you're gonna work the dough. Roll, tuck, roll, tuck. So it forms a tight ball. Okay, it's getting a little sticky, so I need more flour. Okay. I got the ball pretty firm, and I'm gonna put it back in the bowl and cover it with a damp towel. And then you're gonna wait for 2.5 hours. Divide the dough into 12 or 14 pieces. Let's see. They're gonna weigh about 70 ounces each. Or 80. Let's do 80. You're gonna do the same thing with the little ones. You're gonna roll, tuck, roll, tuck, roll, tuck. You're gonna do this until you have no dough left, and you're gonna put it in a square pan. It's already buttered, so you're just gonna line them up, and then I'll show you the final product. So weighing about 78 ounces and 80 ounces each, I was able to make 12, 13 little breads. So now you let it rise again for maybe 30 minutes covered, and then I'll show you what to do. Okay, so they're double in size, and now I have an egg wash, which is 2 eggs and some milk, and I'm gonna brush on top, just like that. And I'm gonna put it in the oven at 350. I'm not sure for how long. I'm thinking maybe 15 minutes. I'll come back and let you guys know how long. Just like that. So that made a lot of egg wash. So maybe you want to cut that back to 1 egg and maybe 2 tablespoons of milk. That should be enough. Okay, and that's it. Just put it in the oven. So here's how it looks. And it was about 15 minutes. And then I melted some butter with garlic. I chopped up the garlic cloves really small and melted the butter. Now I'm gonna brush it. I mean, if you want like a sweet treat or breakfast, I wouldn't do this, but since we're gonna use it for dinner, I like it a little garlic. So just brush them. They look beautiful, and I can tell they're super fluffy. So I like to put the garlic in the butter while I'm melting it, so the flavor of the garlic comes out a little, if that makes sense. But look how beautiful they look. And now I have this sea salt flakes that I'm just gonna sprinkle on top. How beautiful they look. I'm just gonna take one so you guys can see. Look how flaky. They're a little too warm still, but they look beautiful.